Is your mind a room where 1,000 TVs are on at once, all on different channels? Are you constantly wrestling with the ghosts of yesterday's conversations and fighting off the anxieties of a future that hasn't even happened? What if I told you the secret to finding the remote control, to finally turning down the volume, wasn't some difficult technique, but a simple truth you can hold in the palm of your hand? Stick with me, because this isn't just a story. It's also a great way to get some English listening practice, and the lesson within it can unlock the quiet room that's been waiting inside you all along. Let's talk about Leo. On the outside, Leo is a brilliant graphic designer, living the fast-paced city life. But on the inside, his world is in chaos. His real battle isn't with demanding clients or tight deadlines. It's with the relentless noise inside his own head. His phone is a constant source of ignition, a notification for an email, a social media like, a news alert, each one a small spark that sets his mind on fire. He tries to distract himself, even attempts to learn English easily through apps, but he can't focus for more than a minute. His mind feels like an internet browser with 100 tabs open. He spends hours replaying past conversations, and then his mind jumps to the future, imagining every possible failure. The pressure to be creative feels like a crushing weight, and the heaviest part of that weight is his own thoughts. Leo is exhausted, not in his body, but in his soul. One night, while aimlessly scrolling, Leo found an article. It was a powerful motivational story in English about a man named Kale. Kale was once a giant in the tech world, a CEO who built an empire on capturing human attention. But one day, he just walked away from it all. He had discovered the power of a quiet mind and moved to a quiet, windswept town by the sea. His new mission was to help people reclaim their focus. Reading this English story gave Leo a flicker of hope. He booked a train ticket. The entire journey, he tried to be productive, thinking he should use the time for some American English practice, but his mind wouldn't let him. It was still trapped in the same storm of worry. Leo found Kale, not in a fancy wellness retreat, but in a simple wooden workshop that smelled of salt and sawdust. Kale was an older man with incredibly still and present eyes. He listened with profound empathy as Leo poured out the story of his inner turmoil. When Leo finished, Kale simply smiled and held up two small objects, a single unlit candle and one solitary wooden matchstick. "I have a task for you," Kale said, his voice calm. "This will be a practical lesson, more powerful than any lecture. It's almost like a living Zen story. At the very end of that winding cliffside path, there is a small stone shelter. I want you to walk there and light this candle. But you must remember, you only have this one match." Leo looked at the fragile match. It felt impossible. "That's all?" he asked. "That's all," Kale replied gently. This is the real dare to do motivation. It is not about fighting the wind. It's about learning the power of letting go of everything else. Your only job is to protect the flame that does not yet exist. Leo accepted. The moment he stepped onto the path, his usual anxieties tried to claw their way back in, but the wind was immediate. It was real. It demanded his complete attention. He instinctively cupped his hand around the matchstick. In that simple action, his entire world shrank. His mind began to let go of all distractions. He wasn't thinking about past mistakes or future deadlines. For the first time in years, his mind had a single purpose. He was discovering the power of focusing deeply. The roaring hurricane of thoughts was silenced by the whisper of one clear intention. After a walk that felt like both an eternity and a single moment, he reached the shelter. With a steady hand, he struck the match. A small, perfect flame sprang to life, and he lit the candle. At that moment, he felt a profound sense of peace. He began to find your path, to inner quiet. When he returned, Kale was waiting. "Tell me," the old man asked. "What were you thinking about?" Leo was stunned. "Nothing," he said. "Nothing but the wind and the match." A warm smile spread across Kale's face. "You see, the goal is to empty your mind. Your mind isn't broken, Leo. It's just unfocused. You didn't defeat your thoughts. You simply gave them one place to rest." This is a powerful moral story and also a great study motivation story for anyone trying to focus. Peace is what remains when you guide your attention home. If this story spoke to you and you want to practice English while also finding inspiration, then please show your support by hitting that like button. Our English channel is dedicated to bringing you more folktales stories and modern folktale stories like this one. For anyone on their English learning journey, whether you're interested in UK English practice or in American accent English, our goal is to show you how to improve English through stories. We believe the best English stories for learning are the ones that touch your heart. So, if you're looking for an English stories channel to help you practice English daily,
be sure to subscribe MetaBloom Stories. Thank you for watching.